Hey friends, it's Mark, and today we're going big. We're talking about the real fuel behind human evolution. Not plants, not grains, not green smoothies. I'm talking about meat. Animal foods that didn't just keep us alive, they built us, they shaped us, they powered the very rise of civilization. This is the story of how meat made us human, and why walking away from it might just be our biggest mistake yet. Let's start with the brain. 2 million years ago, something incredible happened. The brains of early humans started to grow fast. Scientists call it the expansive tissue hypothesis. Our brains required more energy than plant foods could provide. So what changed? Meat. And more importantly, animal fat. Fatty cuts of meat, bone marrow, organs. These were the powerhouses of nutrition, giving us calories, cholesterol, and DHA to build the most complex brain on Earth. We didn't evolve intelligence because we ate plants. We evolved because we hunted and we feasted. Now enter the game changer, fire. Fire didn't just warm us, it transformed how we ate. Cooking meat made it easier to digest and unlocked even more nutrients. It let us spend less time chewing and digesting and more time creating, planning, building. Once fire met fat, humans shot ahead in evolution. We stopped being prey and became the top predator. And with cooked meat came more than just survival. It gave us time to think, to speak, to organize, and eventually to dream bigger. Hunting wasn't just about food, it created community. Coordinated hunts required planning, communication, and trust. It was in the pursuit of meat that language began to evolve, that social bonds were formed, that rituals were born. You can't drag a mammoth back to camp without teamwork. You don't pass on hunting knowledge without story and song. Meat didn't just feed our stomachs, it fed our civilization. We became a species of cooperation because of the hunt. Later, as megafauna declined, we adapted again, this time by domesticating animals. Cows, sheep, goats, animals that gave us meat, milk, fat, and hides. Even as agriculture rose, animal foods remained the core of most early cultures. In ancient Egypt, meat and fat were offered to the gods. In Rome, soldiers were fueled by lard and cheese. In tribal Africa, warriors thrived on blood, milk, and meat. In the Arctic, the Inuit survived on nearly 100% animal nutrition. Everywhere you look in history, animal foods were sacred and central. Grains might store well, but it was meat that built strength, fertility, and power. Then came the modern shift and the fall of ancestral wisdom. Religious movements, political agendas, and industrial interests began to demonize meat. We were told fat is bad, meat is toxic, grains are holy. But as meat left our plates, chronic disease showed up. Obesity, diabetes, autoimmune disorders skyrocketed. And now we're just left wondering, why are we so sick? It's not complicated. We traded what built us for what breaks us. But here's the good news. We can go back. Your body remembers. Your brain remembers. Your cells still crave what your ancestors thrived on. When you return to meat, real meat, fatty meat, organ meat, you're not just healing, you're reclaiming the wisdom of 1,000 generations. You're returning to what made you. So let's be clear. Meat didn't. So let's be clear. Meat didn't just help us survive. It shaped our biology. It forged our societies. It built our brains, our strength, our future. Without animal foods, there is no human civilization. We are here today because of meat. So let's honor that, not with guilt or restriction, but with respect, intention, and a good ribeye. Because when you fuel yourself the way nature intended, you don't just eat better, you live better. This is the meat that made us.